What's up, everybody? It's Mike from Your Retro Toys, bringing you another uh, vintage toy video. Today we're talking about some items that I got from an auction. This is the first of many videos that are going to cover the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers vintage toys. This is the 1994 Power Rangers Thunder Megazord toy. It's quite an extensive little toy, so let's get right into it. Okay, what we have here is called the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Thunder Megazord. It's 1994, and I got this along with a bunch of others from an auction. So I'm going to take it apart, clean it a little bit, show you what's up with it, and then put it back together and put it up for sale. So, okay, here you take the helmet off, take it apart. You got the belt type thing, and your arms out of the chest piece. The head came off as well. These are all different pieces of this thing. The legs come out of there. Okay, so basically this is what it breaks down into. You got 5 different Zords that comprise the Megazord, from what I understand. Let me see if I can show you what I'm talking about. Okay, in order to clean these, I'm going to have to take off. For some reason, this person who had these had Velcro there. I'm going to be peeling those off as I'm in the process of cleaning. So then I might have to use like a solvent like Goo Gone or something to that effect. Yeah, to get rid of this extra mess. Goo. That's why they call it Goo Gone. Alright. I don't have a finished idea why this person had this Velcro on here. I'm assuming it had something to do with displaying them. But like I said, I have no idea really why. Anyway, okay. So now there's the goo on there. That's good. So these just go kind of like this. And then you pull this out. And there's that one. Which is, they have names. Don't ask me. Okay. That's them. Okay. Now, these are those two Thunder Zords, they're called. Okay, you can put these little feet things like that. Then they kind of click together. They don't really, not really tight together until you put this other part. Once you put the chest piece, holds it together tight. There we go. Finally. So there's that. And then the tail, from what I understand, it's just this helmet here. Bear with me because I'm not knowledgeable about this stuff at all. I'm trying to learn as I go. But this is what I came across at the auction this week. And I mean, I got this stuff for a decent price. So there's that one, that Thunderzord. Okay, now this guy. These arms come apart to make 4 little legs. Okay, like so. I think that's right. Okay. And this part has this little dragon face, and it kind of connects somehow. Okay, and there was a tail thing too, but I don't have all the pieces to this. It's not 100% complete. So there are some pieces missing, like a weapon or two, and like I said, this tail looking piece that would go here. But there you get the idea of the dragon, kind of. I probably have this wrong. Probably have these legs wrong. Doing the best I can here with my limited knowledge. Okay, I figured out, well, I didn't figure out, I was watching a video where somebody who does know about these things is taking it apart and showing and putting it back together. So this is how the head goes on here. This is approximately how the legs are supposed to be, and then there's a tail piece that you can attach like over here somehow. But I don't have it, like I said. But that's the Dragon Zord, whatever. And now we're going to take a look at each of these Thunderzords. This is the Mastodon Lion Thunderzord for the Black Power Ranger. This one is the Triceratops Unicorn Thunderzord for the Blue Ranger. This one is the Saber-Tooth Tiger Griffin Thunderzord for the Yellow Ranger. And this is the Pterodactyl Firebird Thunderzord for the Pink Ranger. It's supposed to have a little tail piece, which I do not have. Comes right from right here. And this last one is known as the Red Dragon Thunderzord. Out of all of them, I'm pretty sure it's the coolest one. Even though it doesn't have the tail, it's quite a long tail piece that would come, that would stick in there too. So, all right, now these, I'm going to put everything else to the side. Take these pieces back apart, if I remember how. There we go. These two are the ones that have had the Velcro on them. And you can see the sticky adhesive that's still there that was part of the Velcro adhesive. So I'm going to take some solvent and try to get that off. I'll probably apply the solvent and then let that sit a while I clean the other pieces. It's probably the best course of action. So I'm just going to put a little bit of solvent on here. Should dissolve the adhesive, I would hope. And hopefully nothing else. I don't want to mess up the decals, since there are decals, a lot of decals on these things. I'm trying to get it only where this Velcro was and not like right there's the decals. You can see they're not perfect already, but if I got solvent on that, it would work away the adhesive that's left on in the decals and get them to come off too, and I don't want that. So I'm just gonna let them soak for a while, and I'm just gonna do like a light cleaning on the rest of this stuff. And I have to be careful because, like I said, I don't want these decals to get messed up. They are like plastic coated, it seems like, so they would be pretty good. It seems like they would be pretty good at resisting getting really wet and having a problem. This one's not too bad. There's some places on some of them that have like a pretty bad accumulation of dirt or dust, and I'm gonna concentrate on those. This one here, the dragon one, is not all that bad, and if they're not that bad, I'm not going to do too much because of the decals. I don't want them to get affected by what I'm doing. So okay, in here there's nothing to worry about in places like inside this. This little area here opens up too. It's like, I understand, it was like a little hatch where a very small figure could be put in. They had these really small Power Ranger figures that could go in there, from what I understand. This is kind of what I do. I'll find things out in the wild, and then, whether I know anything about it or not, I have a general idea of what sells and what really doesn't. I mean, I like to think I do, but that doesn't always pan out. So I do end up with quite a few things that don't sell. This person also, for some reason, had put these pieces of red tape over these Power Ranger symbols. I have no idea why they would do that, but that's the second one I found where he did it, and he did it over here too. So this is the third time I've seen him or her or whoever it is cover those little crystal, whatever they are, Power Ranger figures, symbols. It's not really all that bad dust wise. Surprising. Here's another one. 2 more. He did it all over the place. Jeez. So strange what people do with no reason. I mean, they must have had a reason in their own mind, but I can't understand the reason. I'm at a loss for that. I would, that does have like a little bit of adhesive there from that red tape that was covering there, but I don't want to put Goo Gone on there because the decal would may not survive. I don't want to do that. Here. He had it there. I had already taken that one off. Okay. All right, let's see what these places were there. How they fared here. Okay. It takes some doing. It usually doesn't, like, these things don't usually come right off. You gotta like work at it, but you can see that it's looser than it would have been if I hadn't put the solvent. So it is starting to have an effect on it. Get it off. And they're not going to be perfect, but anything I can do to improve the looks of the piece is what I'm going for, because I was very pleasantly surprised to see what these Megazords can go for. I have several. You'll see several videos coming on these different Megazords that I picked up at a fairly good price compared to what they say on eBay that they sell for. It's one. Sometimes there's things that I get that when I see what it says on eBay that they sell for, it's like, oh yeah, yeah, right. It's unbelievable, and this is one of them. This is definitely an example of one of those things that I find it hard to believe, but the evidence is right there that the sales did happen on eBay for that amount, you know, just a few days ago. So it's right there. Like I said, it's irrefutable evidence that that did happen, but I still think, man, until I actually see your item sold, until I actually hear the cha-ching on my eBay, I'm not sure how to, you know, how else to explain it. Until I actually see that, I don't necessarily believe it. This one's got a lot. It's not gonna just come right off. It's gonna take some work, and I'm not gonna film the whole entire process because it would take a long time, and this video is already long enough. Okay, they are acceptable now. So that's going to be it for the Google Google. And then all there is left to do is to reassemble the Megazord. Okay, I'm going to try to put this back together. I mean, I'm gonna try. Now, okay. Pause. Seems wrong. There we go. Yeah, there you go. Okay. How was this? This was. Oh, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Blank. Okay. Now I think I'm ready with this part. Oh. Okay. There we go. They click in. It's once you hear that click, you know that they've settled. It's set in place. Now, pop his head back. Do a little. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's not bad for my first time trying this stuff, but can't see how a kid would have the patience. But, you know, I was a kid once and I know I loved my toys, so this probably was like really cool back to them. All right. Okay, Jesus. Where the hell does this go? Jeez, oh man, I'm still seeing dust. I'm never gonna get it all, I guess, but oh, I guess that's it. Yeah. Man. Okay. Now, just these left. these go, I guess just all right. So that's it. It's back together. Okay. Never would have been able to do this without the guide video that I was watching, which is why I paused the video on you guys so much. So I need to give credit to Hector the Collector is the name of the channel, and he was very helpful with his video about this toy for me to be able to do this. Because without him, I don't know that I would have been able to. I probably wouldn't have been able to figure out how to put it, take it apart, put it together. So there it is, the Thunder Megazord, 1994 Bandai Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Thunder Megazord toy. And that's going to do it for the video. I'd like to thank everybody for watching as usual and ask you to please like and subscribe. And stay tuned for more retro content on your retro toys. We'll catch you in the next video.